Hola. I'm just going to give it a second. I've not even played an intro. I wasn't actually ready to go live. I was going to go live later on, but here we are. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I understand if people are wanting to listen to the rant on the other channel. I get it, I get it, I get it. Mm-hmm. I'm just giving it a wee second because I've just hit live. I've not really given anybody much notice. I put a wee post up and then I just decided to come live. Give me a wee second, please. Sorry about that. I was just having a little listen to something. So I need to be clear. I'm not listening to Maria and her delusions and her lies. I'm not listening to it. I did receive, I was sent something. I was sent a little something, something. So I was sent something. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Chantel. So yeah, I was sent messages that she was live and she was trashing me. Hi, Marsha. So I'm going to open. Hi, Cooch. I'm going to open my own live because I'm actually shit at watching my chat on this phone. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Let me put this phone down for a start. Okay. So I can watch it. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, PMR. Hi, Savage. Okay. So it looks like somebody hit her live early, so I've just hit mine. First of all, I need to be really, really clear about something. I have never once, Maria, I will say it slowly for your comprehension. I never once said it was Jendi who shared JJ's LinkedIn. Maria has created a much bigger situation because she missed the point. The point that Vault was making at the time was that she was getting the blame of doxing JJ in that chat. Maria, you were the one that had shared JJ's information in that chat. Now, did me and Jendi have a private conversation? I don't know where Vault got the LinkedIn. I don't know if I shared that in the chat. I don't know if I did or not. Maria, you're the one that came in and shared JJ's information in that chat. You did. Vault might have got the LinkedIn wrong, but she wasn't wrong about where information did come from. But I've never once blamed Jendi. What I said, Maria, was you said it was Jendi. I sent Jendi the screenshots where you said it was Jendi. But of course, you've not been talking about LinkedIn. As you've just shared with JJ, you've been talking about everything. And I don't know why Jendi, I'm sorry you get the blame for something if it was me that did it. I don't remember sending it. I really, really don't. If I did, I did. Oh, that was my fault. But why didn't you send that to me? I would have posted that in my community tab and I would have said, my bad, it was me. Now, am I going to apologise for it? No, I'm not. I'm not. Because friends of mine have been really, really hurt by JJ. So, I'm sorry, I'm not. Hi, Kendra, congratulations. Kendra, unblock me on IG, please, or I'll check and see if I've got you blocked. Because I seen somebody shared with me a picture of your new place and I'm over the moon for you. Absolutely over the moon for you. Kimmy, people are going to believe what they want to believe. But do you know what? I would literally, and I'm not joking, by the way. I sat last night after I made my post and I googled where I can do lie detector tests. So Maria, I don't know where you got off thinking that you can reach out to people and say, ask Anne to stop speaking about my lawyer. I am not speaking about your lawyer, Maria. I'm speaking about you. And I'm speaking about your lies. That's it. You lied that you lost your job because of JY. You lied. I'm quite sure you put it in court documents too. I'm not asking you to speak on it. Tell the truth. Did you lose your job because of YouTube or not? That's all you need to say. You don't need to mention anybody's name. So I don't know why you're calling me a liar, because I will literally sit down and do a lie detector test, Maria. You're not going to do this. And you know what? You don't give a fuck about your family, because you know, Maria, I know a lot more that I could spit out here. For you saying to Denver, you know nothing about my family. I kept everything to myself. You're a fucking liar. You have got verbal diarrhea and you spill all, and I mean all, of your family's secrets. Your family has got no secrets. But you keep pushing those buttons, Maria. You keep pushing and poking. There's a lot more I could say right now about you. I could say a lot more about what's actually happening in your life right now and in your family right now. I could say a lot more. Yep, PMR sheet. So what I want to do, I want to make everybody very, very aware why I I walked away from the channel, because I was sick of Maria's bullshit. I was sick of not knowing what she could post or waking up to bullshit. I was sick of shit getting posted I did not agree with. If anybody in this community thinks Heidi posting a picture of a building even equates to Maria posting a picture of Georgie's deceased father, then you're as fucking delusional as she is. Because once again, she couldn't just dox Georgie's name. No, no, no. She couldn't cope with a meme. She couldn't cope with a meme or a reel or whatever. She couldn't cope with that. So she had to post his deceased father. Maria, you're scum for that. Absolute fucking scum. Nobody's ever done that to you, Maria, and I'll tell you why that's not happened to you in the community. It's the one thing I think you can. Hi, Jamie. I think you can thank. Hi, Volty. I think it's the one thing that you can thank your sister for. Because I am under no illusions, Maria, that if it wasn't for Anna being in this community, your father would have been posted a long time ago. And do you know what, Maria? If anybody in this fucking community deserves that, it's you. It's you. Now, I'm going to be very, very clear. So, going back a bit, my ears, me and Maria started doing lives again. I was enjoying doing lives with Maria again. I was enjoying that. And I noticed little clips were getting sent to me, or because I don't listen to Jules, I don't watch Jules. of Jules saying, yeah, I heard this. Yeah, Maria and I have been civil. Maria and I have been, and I'm like, what the fuck? This bitch was on panel with JY. Oh, somebody deleted Volty's message by accident. Oh, this bitch was on panel with JY, reading everybody's FOIAs, up there salivating about the FOIAs, reading Brooke's FOIAs, salivating at our group chat. And Maria wants to be civil with her. But the thing is, my issue with it all is she does it behind people's back. That's my issue, Maria. You're sneaky. Now, she's got the cheek to act as if everything happens to her, only she gets attacked. Nobody's been attacked worse than Maria, you know. Nobody. Brooke's not been attacked worse than Maria by Siwa. You know, Maria's had it worse. You do know that. So when I hit Siwa's link, Maria was so hurt. So hurt that I hit Siwa's link. I was so hurt. I thought you were going to unblock her. All this bullshit was bullshit. It was manipulative. It was lies. Because she knows, hi, that Lauren Marie. She knows that would never happen. But you know who didn't even question me about that? Brooke. Brooke didn't question me because Brooke knows that I wouldn't go there. Brooke knows I had a purpose on that panel and it served my purpose. Maria didn't care about that. Maria didn't care about me finding out and getting Geneva to admit she posted my girls. Maria didn't care about that. But then I found out because when I started questioning Maria about Jules, I then said to her, but I know you've been speaking to FBJ. Sorry, sorry, I take that back. I do apologise. I didn't mean to say that because I'm going to stop this shit. I know she said to Mod 148, she had communicated with her, hadn't you, Maria? You'd been communicating. That was since before Christmas. Because, and when she tried to send me a screenshot to prove that their communication was negative, I also at the top of that saw a little bit of a conversation. So I realised it's not all negative. But Maria, what you did, hold on. What you did, well, Big L, I'm not going to dox myself on, I'm not going to dox myself on YouTube. There's a lot of nutcases here. But I realised then, but what the thing is, what you don't need to understand is Julie posted my mother. Julie posted my mother after John had drawn a penis in her face. Julie posted that picture that John did on a community tab to hurt Maria. To get back at Maria, sorry, it wasn't to hurt Maria, it was to hurt me. It was to get back at Maria for posting her deceased father. I don't know why Maria goes there posting people's deceased. You don't give a shit, Maria. You don't care about anyone. And it hurt me to see Carlos's picture being posted when he was in hospital. That really cut me to the core. That should never be posted. That's just horrible. But it was a battle between those two to see who could go lower. But Julie has spoke to me and said the most disgusting things about my girls that I could never imagine to speak to anybody about their kids like that. It was disgusting. Absolutely. And she was bragging about it as well. She wasn't just saying it to me, she was bragging about it and posting shit and she was posting, oh, okay, Big L. I'm from the south side too. But I can't say here because, oh fuck it, people don't know. They've all had my address. So I'm originally from Pollock. Hi, sweets. So Julie has said and done the worst things to me. And I find out Maria is talking to her, but I found out accidentally. So I find out through Jules that she's communicating through to her. Then I find out she's communicating with Julie. Then I hear Jules saying, which I did hear myself actually, because I did click in that day. Yeah. Well, the night I was doing the live about Ginevra, yeah, I was told about that. I was told to watch that, and I thought, what? After Maria saying to me 2 weeks earlier, Anne, I feel I'm not getting told things. And a couple of people that knew that day that I was doing that with Ginevra, I said to them, I feel really, really bad. Maria's feeling left out. So I think I should tell her. I think I should tell her. And I was actually told, don't tell her till after it, Anne, because she'll open her mouth. But I said, no, I swore it to secrecy. What did you do, Maria? You opened your mouth and you've lied to me about this. She's lied to me even about this situation because when I said, who told Jules, she said, I did. I did. I get excited. I wanted them to watch it. Yeah, Jules did watch it. Jules took it to IG to play it to stop me getting the views, obviously. And the views I don't care about, Maria. That's you that cares about views. Maria, my shorts get more views than your lives. So carry on. I don't give a shit about the views. Please be very aware of that. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to be hateful, malicious, and I don't want people to be hateful and malicious to me. That's as simple as it is. So you told Jules, you recently said on a live, because you always trip yourself up with your fucking lies. Oh yeah, that's right, because I passed it on to somebody to pass to Jules. So that's somebody, and I'm going to out you, is Virgie. Virgie, stop getting in the fucking middle of everything. Don't you realise you're being used? So you want to stay in the background, Virgie, because Karma's a cat made a threat. So you're wanting, but no, what you're doing, you're passing messages. So you're the one that also gave that information to JJ. You're the one that's running between Jules and Maria. So you need to fucking stop it, Virgie. You really, really need to stop it. Because what you're doing, Virgie, you're not helping them. You're causing fucking shit. You're causing fucking shit and you're hurting people. Don't you get that? Fucking hi, just saying happy Easter. So, oh, I've lived in Pollokshaws, Big L. I lived up the Red Road, the Riverford flats. So I did for years, well, not for years, for a couple of years ago. Yeah, I know Pollokshaws well. So I told you, Maria, about that, and see when you betrayed me with that, I thought I can't fucking trust her. Now, I mentioned to you a couple of times it upset me, and you went, I've already said I'm sorry. But do you know what? It was too late. You had destroyed my trust. You had destroyed my trust in you. Because what I could also see was happening, because you were up fucking Virgie's ass, suddenly, you started trying to turn on other people who were in your fucking group chat, Maria. I wasn't in the group chat for a long time. I need to be very clear about this. So pictures and videos that somebody's posting about Maria's grandson, they made an IG page. I know nothing about that. I woke up to hearing about it and it had been removed, thankfully, because that child doesn't deserve that and her daughter doesn't deserve that. I really need to really emphasise this. Please stop going after her family. Please. Drag her for filth if you want. Post every fucking ugly picture. She hates memes. Fucking post memes. But please leave our grandchild and our daughter alone. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jenny Bean. Yes, she is manipulating everybody. So we went from that to the betrayal. Then we went from that. So Maria betrays me. I know she's talking to Julie. I know she's communicating with Jules. But then she starts coming at me about PMR, who, in my opinion, didn't really do anything. And you just couldn't get that, Maria. Did she poke at you? Absolutely, she was poking. Was she petty, Maria? I'll say it now. Yes, Maria. Yes, she was petty. There you go, Maria. Maria for the win. I said it. She was petty. Maria, I didn't lie when I said I couldn't remember saying that. I was telling the truth. I couldn't remember saying it. I couldn't. Absolute brain fog. See that thing you get at times, Maria, brain fog? Sometimes so does the rest of us. The same as if I shared JJ's LinkedIn with Jendi, I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. It's that simple. I think the world of Jendi. Well, I did think the world of Jendi. I don't know why she couldn't come to me and share that recording with me. So obviously, Jendi, and Maria's sitting in her members only yesterday saying to people, I know who it was, and I'm about to let that out. Oh, I know. JJ is known for a week, Maria. You're lying to your chat and you're lying to everyone. You're just a fucking liar at this point. So, hi, Denver. No, you're not her level. She's not petty. She's fucking nasty, PMR. But so it went from that to her coming at me, and it wasn't just a daily thing. This went on every single day, message after message after message after message about, and I was saying to her, I was trying to say it's not that serious, but I was also saying to her, you've just went live and dragged that woman and called her a liar. She doesn't have a platform. This is the same thing's happening right now. So Maria, and get it in your fucking head, Jules. I'm going for blood. See if Maria didn't go live and start calling me things like a drunk and I was violent. Maria's been talking shit about me, Jules, for a couple of weeks. She also told everybody that me and my son don't speak. You think that that's all right for her? What is wrong with all you people? That it's all right for Maria to do that, but it wasn't okay for me yesterday to go on Heidi's live and lash back because I've had enough of her. Because seeing that time, do you know what I've realised? Life goes on for Maria. Life goes on. She doesn't give a shit about anybody. She didn't give a shit about me, our friendship. She's still posting shit. She's posted Georgie's deceased father. She's still attacking other people. She still thinks shit. And this is what really triggered me yesterday. Because here I am laying low and keeping my mouth shut. Why should I? Why should I keep my mouth shut? She's a nasty ass bitch. And for her also have the cheek to say to Christy about her kids about CPS. Because you know what, Maria? Once again, you know that happened to Christy because of friendships. We'll see the same way. Oh, maybe not quite as severe, but I'm quite sure if I lived in America, things like that would have happened to me. If I had younger kids or maybe my grandkids. I've had many threats, Maria, because I was your friend. And Christy said, so why you brought up about the CPS? Why are you talking or referring to her minor children anyway? And why do people not call her out? There's something wrong with you people. Cornhole, you need help. You seriously need help. There's something wrong with you. There's something missing in your life. You're a miserable woman. Isn't that what we say? We're miserable. There's something wrong in your life. Maria, if you're so happy and you're so happy in your marriage, why are you so miserable? Why is Carlos not allowed to have friends, Maria? Do you really want me to start? Really want me to start spilling your children's secrets, Maria, like you did to me? Yes, PMR, the same as it was calculated. She's mentioned Mary again. The same. She's very calculated and she's nasty. She is absolutely nasty. But again, yep. So, and I'll tell you why she's went after, and this was the strangest thing ever. So this is all happening at the same time. All this, she's going after PMR. She's in my DMs day after day, and I'm thinking, you've completely betrayed me with Jules. You and I've only found out yesterday in Heidi's that she actually had a truce with Julie. But you know what? See if I had made a truce with JY or a truce with Siwa, I would have never have heard the fucking end of that. It would have been, I'm so hurt. I can't believe you. I can't trust you. That's what she did to people all the fucking time. You do manipulate people, Maria, all the time. You do try and tell people where they're not to go. Don't click the link, Lindsay. Don't click Georgie's link. You're very manipulative. Why don't you just mind your own fucking business sometimes? Why don't you mind your own business? So what happens is she gets a problem with people, and see when they react, she actually believes in her head they're wrong. They're wrong to react. So then she thinks she can go after them legally. You started all of this last year with John Yates, Maria. And see when it came to you trying to call John out for June the 14th, Maria, we all asked you to stop that then. Everybody asked you to stop it then. Everyone. But you insisted he's trying to make us look like liars. So what should I do now, Maria? Should I go live every single day and start exposing every fucking bit of your life like you did to him? Should I do that now, Maria? Should I? Because see, when you started doing that to him, he didn't just come back after you, he came back after us. Every one of us fucking suffered for you, your mouth, and your behaviour. And listening to you now, I believe that was for clicks and views. I believe completely that was for clicks and views. You don't really care if people lie because you lie. And it's very interesting to me. And I'm going to say, so Maria, again, I'm asking you to show receipts about those lawyer funds. It's not talking about your lawyer, I'm talking about you. There's nothing stopping you showing receipts. So I don't give a fuck at this point if you're still in court for God knows what. I don't care. You honestly think I should care? After the shit that you've been saying about me, you've been saying about my friends, after years of us having your back, I have had enough. That's what happened. I had had enough. I could see how disloyal you were. I could see how sneaky you were. And I could see, Maria, you were the one that wasn't to be trusted. What I'm guilty of, I'm an emotional person. I'm impulsive and I will react. I absolutely fucking will react if I want to. See, if I decide not to, I won't. But I'm not like you. So, Maria, you need to respond to everything. Respond to the money, Maria. Respond to the money. I want to see the receipts. I asked you numerous times, and I can't believe, like, I'm actually mind blown, and I'm actually like, did this fucking happen? That somebody's posted a Walmart receipt for the month, Maria, because I gave you $700 off my October wage, and 2 weeks later, you've paid a Walmart bill. So I want to see the fucking receipts because no, I don't trust you now. And I'm going to say to everybody again, I don't believe the check counting thing. I still can't believe that. I can't accept that. There's plenty of things I'm still going to say to you is not true. I'm not just going to sit here and pile on and go, they must have been right about that. They must have been right about that. She was honest about what happened to her at that bank, and people need to stop that. But I'm also going to add to that to say, if you don't want people to talk about anything relating to that assault, stop calling Siwa with that man's surname, Maria. That's disgusting. That's absolutely fucking disgusting. As I said, nobody goes lower than you. Well, actually, that's not really true. There's one other person that does. Oh, a couple of people that go as low as you. But you're not, it doesn't make it right. And if see if I was related to you, I would be absolutely ashamed of you. So it speaks volumes to me. Hi, Pippi. That your daughter holds the contempt for you that she does. It speaks volumes. Yeah, PMR. And you hear that, Maria? Mary has had enough of you. And you know she has got connections. Do you really want her to file an arrow? Because you know she can. You know she fucking can. That woman has done nothing to you, Maria, and nothing publicly. But you keep trying to drag her. Keep her fucking name out of your horrible rancid mouth. I know, PMR. This is what I'm saying about her. I have really, really had enough. I've really, really had enough of her. But it's crazy to me that people think that she can say what she wants. Do you know what made me laugh? Nurse Jen, you need to get a life because this is your life as well. This is your life. So you call me a bitch. You're sad and miserable. You are actually saying to her in our chat, why can't Anne move on? Well, Maria's talking shit about me. I've not been live in how long? I've not been live in how long? How many lives has Maria done in that time? And she's got the goddamn cheek to call other people Karen. That I think's absolutely hilarious at this point. Absolutely hilarious that she calls other people Karen. It just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Maria, when was the last time? Well, I suppose you do go to work. Maria, does your work know that you've actually shared videos of people in that hospital? Sure, that's a big no-no, Maria. See, this is the thing. You shared things randomly with people that could cost you dearly, and you think you can just attack people and they've not to react to you. So the reason she got annoyed at Jamie, and it was something so fucking innocent. So usual drama, Maria would come into a chat and write, "Oh my god," and then not write anything else. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, what's happened?" Because even before, uh, oh she did PMR, oh she did. Even before the case was finished with John Yates, so she comes into a chat and writes, "Oh my god," we're all immediately thinking, "What's happened now? Oh my god, what's happened now?" Uh, she was very dramatic. So very recently, I had been talking to Dreamy one morning and she said to me, "Oh my God, Maria quit her job last night." And I was like, "What? Oh my God, did she? Oh, what?" So later on, I said to Maria, "Hi, Slurring Queen." I said to Maria later on, "Oh my God, you quit your job, blah, blah, blah." And she was like, "No, my boss phoned me. I've decided." So it was just bullshit. But then she went, "Who told you that?" And I said, "Dreamy told me." And she said, "She had no right telling you that." Now, we're all friends. And I said, "Maria, you put it in a group chat." And she said, "No, I didn't. I told her, Maria, do you want me to really pull all this shit up? There's something fucking wrong with you." She said, "I told her that in a private conversation." So Dreamy sent me the screenshot. Dreamy sent me the screenshot of Maria saying it in her group chat. And I sent it to Maria. So then she went off and Dreamy for sharing private DMs. So that was all it was about. And then she kicked Dreamy from the mod chat, from her group chat. She kicked Dreamy from her group chat. That was all that Dreamy had shared with me. So Maria, you went live and dragged that fucking woman when you're the one who lied to me in the first place when she shared something so fucking innocent. But for some reason, Maria, you didn't want me, who everybody, and Maria's bestie, and but your bestie is not to know. When that picture of Ben gets shared on Reddit, I'd never seen that picture. Maria had never shared that picture with me. She shared other pictures and videos, but not that. So there's things, Maria, you would get into the group chat because, to be quite frank, if I was talking to other people, they'd go, "Oh my God, blah, 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 blah." And I'd be like, "Maria's not told me about that." And I wouldn't even ask you because I knew, Maria. I knew how childish you were, how it all had to be about you and that shouldn't be shared. There was things I never even repeated to her because I knew. But this is what she was saying. So recently, when you were talking shit again, and I posted the screenshots, because again, you were calling me a liar, but Maria, I did it. I didn't hide it. I didn't hide it. And do you know what you've done, Maria? You've shared that little recording between me and Jendi to your YouTube, and you're sharing, giving people the link. Giving people the link. You're foul. So yesterday, apparently, I've got a temper. Maria, listen to you. Listen to you. Yeah, you did. Oh, Cooch, really? I didn't know that. But so people don't know the half of what Maria does behind the scenes, or the half of the bullshit. And it's, see, when Maria's not in, you're not seeing Maria in chats. Maria, you're in IG 24/7. You talk to everyone. That was the difference between you and I. I don't. I talk to maybe a few people or a handful of people. You speak to everyone. Everyone. Poor old Cat is that desperate to have a friend or have a connection with somebody, that she's willing to accept that Maria's been talking absolute shit about her. Cat, put more worth on yourself. And as I said, Cat, it wasn't to hurt you, it was to warn you. But do you know what, Cat? You're another one. You think you can talk shit about people in chats and they've not to say anything about you. That's not how the world works, I'm afraid, lovely. It's not how it works. Oh, hi, Bulletproof Soul. So, as I said, but then, so when the shit hits the fan and I hit Maria's link, I had enough. Now, Maria, you writing posts like Anne came into my life screaming. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, Maria. I didn't come in screaming. And actually, I mean, you were upset. They're poking at me because they were sharing flowers. It's because of the argument with Lindsay. You made that part up. You made that part up. You publicly annihilated Lindsay and took a wrench and did it so publicly. Said this is what the problem is. Maria thinks that she can bring anyone down, but they've not to do it to her. And Lindsay, I don't know why you took that. I don't know why you took. I really, really don't know why you took that. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. So then I screamed on her panel. And Maria, I didn't even scream at you. I told you to walk it back when you called me a liar. I raised my voice. I screamed at Real Housewives, and I don't fucking care. She's a fucking racist asshole. I'll scream at her all fucking day long. I don't care. And you didn't say it jokingly, Maria, that she's worse than Habanero. You meant that. You absolutely 100% meant that. But I went live and apologised. Apologised for my behaviour. I wasn't apologising to Housewives. I apologised for my behaviour. And I tried to sort of say why. Maria, you tried to put me under the bus on your live that day. because that's what you do to your friends. You try and involve them. Because I hadn't taken your side, you were trying to force me to take your side. And it backfired because I'd had enough. Because you had no fucking loyalty to me. None. None of us. Did you tell anybody, Maria, that you were communicating with Jules? Did you tell anybody, Maria, that you were communicating with Julie? Did you? And I find it very fucking strange that you're communicating with two of John Yates' best friends. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Hey, Pablo. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. We lost a ball yesterday. I threw it too far into the lake. Hi, Jen. Hi, Health, Wealth and Hope. Hi, Mayor. Listen to him. I've really, really had enough of the lies, the bullshit, the carry on. It's just relentless. But I've had enough of her being a fucking victim too. I've really had enough of her being a victim. Because you know what, Maria? You get what you give. And you know what really disgusted me? When somebody said to Maria, now Maria's obviously heard my live and known Anne was really upset. It was her sister's anniversary. She spoke about her son. She was really upset. Maria didn't give one fuck in DMs to people. Did you, Maria? So why should I care about your family? Why? Do you think Michael would be happy, Maria? What you've shared about him? Do you really think that? That I won't repeat. He's outside battling my neighbours. Little shit. That I won't repeat. But you would repeat it, Maria, if it was mine. Absolutely. Because to me, there's nothing worse than posting. And I'm going to tell you how little respect Maria has got for the deceased. And I was horrified at this. I actually messaged somebody privately and said, I cannot believe if somebody were both close to me. Well, we were close to Maria, you were close to. I never told anybody else, but I was horrified. When Real passed away, Maria sent me a video basically mocking that man's death. With Real on the video. Didn't you, Maria? She's nasty as fuck. And I couldn't believe that somebody could be that evil. You just kept going, Maria, with everyone. You just can't let shit go. You're evil. And I've realised now how evil you actually are. Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, she sent me a video and I said to her, you better not share that with anyone. I was horrified. Absolutely horrified. With a song. It was an actual, like, somebody had made it. Like, who does that? I know he did a lot of shit to people in this community. I know that. I know that. But see, at the end of the day, he was still somebody's family member. He was still somebody's son. He was still somebody's brother. And it just... Don't criticise JY for the shit that he said about deceased people. Don't drag him for that when you're just as fucking nasty. Hi, Just Beetle. Oh, do I? Am I cutting out for... Sorry, do you know what it was, Jess? Hi, Scottish Deborah. I was downstairs letting Pablo out, so I think it's been the walking through the house. Yeah, I've taken it off Wi-Fi for the time being. Is that any better? I'm just so sick and tired of this woman and her lies. So, as I said, Maria, I have Googled lie detectors. I can actually go and get one done local, and I'm fucking happy to do it, Maria. I'll record the lie detector being done, and I'll record the results, Maria, because I know. You know, Maria, you're lying. You know you're lying. Hi, Crafting with Amanda. So let me see, what was her post? And she can't stop. She knows that there's things that we could use against her, or hold against her, I should say. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? She's removed all the posts. So, Maria, you've removed the post calling me a liar. And you know what, Maria? You've got a cheek to post stuff about Gaza and whatever. That's an act. That's an act. You don't care about people. You absolutely don't care about people. You don't care about your own fucking family. It's funny, isn't it? She's removed those posts. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I know, just Beetle. The thing is, so I'm as guilty because I let her I can't even think straight today. I went along with that lie. I went along with that lie. And so I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of supporting Maria when I knew she was lying about her job. But she's so manipulative. She really is so manipulative. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Lisa. Mayor, I have basically told a few truths, and Maria called me a liar. I've got a nasty temper. I'm this, I'm that. And I basically said, I am willing to sit down. And I Googled locally, I could go and get a lie detector test. But I want Maria to do one too, because I'm not having it. I'm not having her making up absolute lies. She has got this entitlement where she thinks it's okay for her to say and do what she wants about people, but they've not to do it about her. And Heidi, I don't know if you missed that when, well, you probably would if you've just come in. What I was saying, for anybody to think that you posting a picture of a building with no name is even similar to her posting Georgie's father, then they need help. They absolutely need help. I'm actually good health, wealth and hope. I've just been busy and I've been keeping, yep, Deborah, we have. I've just been keeping my head down and going about my life, and I've been really, really busy the past week with work and things. But I just thought I would stay away. But no, meanwhile in the background, Maria's sending recordings. It's actually made it worse for Jendi, Maria. I don't know what any of you are thinking. If Jendi had have said to me and sent me the screenshot saying, Anne, you're the one that posted the LinkedIn in the chat, I would have posted it and said, sorry, Jendi, my bad. You're right, it was me. I am not going to apologise to JJ, because JJ, I know you've done the same. I know you've done similar. I know people have done similar to me. I know it was all flying about chats with our LLC and my address. I know that. And I hate to say it, and even to you, Jendi, this is part of this community. See, if you're going to get your hands dirty, you're going to get dragged into this shit. PMR, I don't know. I think so, because, as I said, I've seen her. She betrayed me, whether she realises it or not. That was a massive betrayal to me, what she did with Jules. And as I said, Julie had done the worst to me. I say, I have never had anybody speak about my children the way Julie spoke about my children to me. And she posted about them and she still dragged them in comments. And they were fat rhinos, disgusting, ugly bitches. And Julie, I don't want your apology for that because I'm never going to forgive it or forget it. It's just done. I just don't even want to visit it. But you don't speak to somebody about their children like that. And I hope you've learned from that. You also posted my mother. You wrote in a chat the other day, Julie, she likes to post for deceased relatives. So do you. This is why, and I'm not attacking her, I'm just saying this is why you need to stop going this fucking low. Treat people as you wish to be treated. And you see the screenshot, or the one I sent to you, absolutely, I was sharing that screenshot because she was admitting to me that she was talking to Jules, she was conversing with Jules. She was showing me that Jules was in her DMs, that was it. What I took the liberty of doing is blocking out the other people who were in her DMs. I took the liberty of doing that. Because I don't want anybody else dragged in to Maria's fucking bullshit. Because that's what happens. Hi, sweet potato. Oh, okay, savage. It just blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind that, I mean, there's somebody apparently wrote in Reddit, oh, who's calling out Heidi? He's for, what was it, doxing? Number one, she posted a picture of a building and she never put a name or anything to it. Nothing. Do you know what, Maria? You've shared videos from in that hospital that you've took. Videos. I think that's a little bit more serious. And you say you're leaving that job every other fucking week. You're quitting that job. But that's all everybody hears out of you. I'm quitting that job. I'm quitting that job. So why don't you quit it? It's all attention seeking. Co-sider, I don't know what that means, but yes, love to the Ukraine. It is just after 5 o'clock. Here it is. Oh no, she's took videos, PMR, of things that were going on in the hospital and shared it with people. She absolutely has. She absolutely has. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. She has the things, Maria, and you forget yourself. The shit that you've done and said and shared, you forget yourself. No, neither can I, Cooch. And do you know what? See, when I saw that, and probably like you, that hurts me because I know how it felt when it was done to me. The same as you know how it was felt when you did. Maria did. Savage. Maria posted George's father. Yep, Heidi, I totally agree. Totally agree. Maria did. She posted George's father. And apparently it was from his, and do you know what got me? Apparently it was from his obituary, the picture. And Maria's then like, well, I didn't know that's where it was from. I didn't know that. It doesn't fucking matter. You knew his father was deceased and you still went and posted it. You still went and posted it, Maria. What the fuck is wrong with you? She wasn't happy writing George's whole name. She had to post his father. Yeah, it was health, wealth, and hope. And again, I know how hurtful that is because it's been done to me. I would never do that to anybody. And as I've said, that that Maria better be grateful that Anna is in this community, because I am quite sure that's the only reason her father has never been posted in this community. The only reason her mother's never been posted because Anna's here, because people don't want to hurt Anna to get to Maria. It's the one thing she better be grateful for. But do you know what, Maria? You're probably the one person that fucking deserves it. Your father doesn't, but you do. But she said the person reached out to her because they were so disgusted with Georgie's meme. It was a fucking meme, get over yourself. And who was the person that reached out to you from Jules? Was it Virgie again? Was it you, Virgie? Because it's you that I'm side-eyeing right now. Because I know it's you that's went to JJ from Maria. Because I know you and Maria have been talking, Virgie. I know Maria's been getting you to pass shit over. Heidi, I am so horrified at that. Do you know that? I am so horrified. So I woke up this morning to see people saying, "Oh my God, have you seen this?" To it was gone. That's what I woke up to. What person was TL? Yep. Yeah, it was his dad's image, wasn't it? Hi, Ghostface. No, it wasn't George, sadly. But then she had the cheek to go live after it and say, people reached out to me with that picture because they were so disgusted. And it was the same. When I reached out to her and said, Johnny Mac has sent you a message. Well, and I had spoke to Johnny Mac because I told Johnny that Jules had shared his screenshots. I wanted him to know. But Johnny's out of all the the page is gone, Heidi. Yeah, Cherry, she's around. She's around. Johnny was wanting to reach out and apologise to people. And he apologised to me, and I apologised to him for shit that I'd said about him and his wife. Anyway, so I said to Maria, Johnny Max sent you a message, and she said, oh, don't talk to him. This is what she does. And I said, Maria, that he's done with all that. He's doing content, blah, blah. She said, I can't believe you're speaking to him. He done worse to me than anyone else has ever done. And I said, well, listen to this. And I said, what? Hi, Lisa. I don't blame you, Lisa. And I said, what? He's done worse I said, so he's done worse to you than John Yates? Is that what you're saying? She went, the childishness of this. He put my head in a toilet. Nobody's ever done that. Now, I would have been happy for John Yates to put my head in a fucking toilet. I would have been happy for him to do that and leave my mother alone. Is it me? So he's done worse to you than anybody? What seems planned, Ghostface? I know it's funny, Cooch, I couldn't believe it when she said it. I honestly was shocked. Like, am I hearing this right? What seems planned? I'm curious. So for anybody else that's come in late, a bit back, I explained why. Yeah, she was promoting him because then she did answer his message, and again she didn't even come back to me and say, "I've spoke to him." Da 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 da. The whole thing was fishy. Jules just happens to come across that IG profile while she was live and just happens to remember Heidi spoke on Maria's job and just happened to remember get the fuck out of here. Are you joking? No, I didn't know that. And do you know the thing? She gave that page a lot more traffic because people who DM'd me this morning said they only knew because Jules blabbed it on her live. Wow. Yeah, Cherry, I'm going to be honest, I'm really, really confused about that situation because at the end of the day, I still hold it against Jules, what she did with those photographs. That's what my issue is with Jules, is what she did with those photographs. And I wasn't even, he even hates bringing her up. I wasn't even Mim's friend when she passed. And that's something that's always really bothered me because our last interaction was an ugly one. And I just think me and her were in the same sort of boat. I wasn't happy in my marriage. And we were grandmothers who adored our grandkids, very involved with our children, well, apart from the one, but my children I do have a relationship with. I'm very involved in their lives. So I had a lot of similarity to Mim's. And when that happened to her, I was absolutely devastated, really, really devastated. It was just horrible. Oh, do you pink butterfly? Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, do you know why she's upset about me, Ghostface? Because I'm telling truths. That's why she's upset. Because I'm telling truths. If TL is becoming friendly with Jules, it's just because of Heidi. It's what they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's all that is. PMR, I don't know because I never seen what was I never seen the page, but what I can say is I do know that there's stuff being shared in groups and stuff that I was never privy to. Wow, really? Do you know what, Cherry? That makes me suspect actually nobody would guess. Nobody expect would dox George. Well, do you know who we wouldn't expect to dox people would be Virgie. Virgie, I am fucking side-eyeing you. What? Why would it? How could that be habanero? I heard that too when I seen the screenshot of what you posted. Habanero does not have access to her grandchild's pictures or videos. How can it be habanero? It's so fucking childish. It was Larissa, not TL. Right, okay. Wow. Two for the hive. That is disgusting, Jules. You are pathetic. If she's like Maria though, she can do it, but don't you do it to her. What dead guy? Oh, the deceased guy in the article that Deadly's been exposed for. Wow. Wow, that's pathetic. I agree, Daddy. I agree. I know it wasn't habanero. I know that. Because she doesn't have access to any of that. Oh, sorry. Will do. Do apologise. But this is what I'm saying. This is what Maria does. Show them up. But the thing is, you know, the person she should really be blaming is herself. Because see if somebody can make an IG page with pictures and videos of her grandchild, it's videos and pictures that she shared. So if she wants to blame anyone, blame herself. Unbelievable. I mean, Maria also continued to talk to Deadly well after everybody knew what he was all about. I was done with Deadly when he was talking shit and making threats with Brittany's children. That was it for me. I was like, nah, you get no pass for me after that. You don't fuck about with people's kids like that. But Heidi, it's not just even the mod chat. She passes. There's people that that have not been in her chat that she's passed pictures and videos to. Because there was other people saying to me at times, "Oh, our wee grandson's beautiful. Maria sent me a pic," and I was like, "What?" Yep, yep, Heidi, I agree. But this is what I'm saying. So for me, it started a while back when I realised when Jules kept saying about, "Oh, Maria this and Maria that," and yes, we are being civil and talking about Maria, and I knew they were communicating with what Jules was saying, and I told Maria, she's causing a problem for you. She's causing a problem for you, and told me I said my full name was Robert. That's good. I don't care. I just want you to have another doctor sharing for anyone. My full. Hi, and I was told Maria said my full name was dropped. Cindy, I don't even know your full name. I don't even know your full name. And I'm sorry, and this is what I mean. Like, we were talking shit in that chat. I'm a firm believer what you don't know doesn't hurt you. We never did anything with any of that information. We didn't. Yeah, I agree, Daddy. But this is what I mean, and I'm sorry, Cindy, if you've now been dragged. But Cindy, this is what I'm saying. I don't even know if your name was shared, right? I can't remember. I can't remember if it was me that shared that LinkedIn. I know you wouldn't, Cindy, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've been dragged into shit. I really, really am. No, Cooch, she's talking about. JJ, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if it was me or not. I know, sweets, I'm glad that that's been stopped as well. Well, I appreciate that, JJ, because as I said, I was upset with people you come after, and because I know you don't realise this, but that the repercussions to that have still not stopped. But the thing is, Jendi must have gave her that recording. This is what I don't understand. See, Vault said LinkedIn, but I don't think she actually meant LinkedIn, or maybe she get mixed up but say LinkedIn. We were talking shit in that chat, and yes, your information was definitely shared there, okay? It was shared there. But that should never have come out of that chat. No, PMR. Maria's got that clip saved on her on her channel. Maria's got the clip saved on her channel, and she's been sharing the link. Because she's gave the link to Virgie to give to JJ. And somebody said today that Maria seemed disappointed. I know, Coochie, please don't leave. Maria seemed disappointed that JJ didn't come after me because of that. Yep, it was unlisted on her channel. Do you know the thing? Well, I know, Pippi, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think things are said in the heat of the moment. I don't think that's going to happen, Pippi. So it was me about the LinkedIn. Do you know what I think I was doing? I think I was sharing your actual picture. Like, oh, look at this. That doesn't look like her. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what you've seen the chat. Okay. Well, apologies to Jendi, but once again, it's no. This is about something I've done though. Jendi's been blamed for something that I've done. But the thing was, I didn't blame Jendi. I've never said it was Jendi. It wasn't me that fucking said that. So I just want to know who said what, because I've not seen this recording. That was it. It's not giving somebody a voice. I'm getting an explanation. That's all it is, Cooch. But this is what I'm saying. So see that conversation? That conversation should never have left that fucking chat. It should never have left that chat. So JJ, so you're saying you don't want to fight with anyone. Does that include Cooch? I agree, sweets. I agree. But sharing that recording, all Maria's done is show I know, Cherry, and I'm saying that. This is what I'm saying. So if Jen Day came to me and said to me, and it was you, I would have posted that and said that was me. Yep, I agree. I'm going to say it again, I said it earlier, treat people as you want to be treated. So if you don't like people coming for you and doxing you, don't you do it to them. But again, Cindy, I don't, yeah, it was effed up. So again, Cindy, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for coming in. But that's what I'm saying. That things that were in that chat would never have left that chat. I would have never went anywhere with JJ's information. Jendy would never have went anywhere with JJ's information. That should never have come out that fucking chat. But what we didn't do, well, if you're no fighting with Cooch, then that's good. What we didn't do, and it all comes back down to that fucking screenshot on Reddit. That's what really, really caused a problem. Wait a minute, who allowed it and gave it a pass, Cooch? Hi, Glen Crack, it's you. Cooch, I'm not giving anything a pass. I'm more, sorry, focused on what's happening here with Maria, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Cooch. Cooch has had people drive by. She has had anonymous packages. She has, your safety is being threatened. That's not right. JJ, I think she was making a point there that you were actually doxing yourself. I think that's what the point was. No, I'm not giving that a pass either. Oh, brilliant, Glen Crack. This shit is crazy. But do you know, right, PMR, I seen you saying I found the PMS thing funny the first time. But you're right. If Maria doesn't like being called names, why is she calling other people names? Hi, Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. Oh, do you know what? I get a ring cam installed today and my neighbours are fighting outside. I am going to watch that shit. I might start posting my neighbours. No, Cooch, she said she isn't. Cooch, she said she isn't. She wrote above, she doesn't want to fight with you either. She did say above, she doesn't want to fight with you. I know, PMR. And I don't like it when Siva does it either. I don't like the names. Yeah, sending this so they can blame her for things. She has stopped. She did stop. I think people were still speaking on the back of it. Yeah, she left. Cooch, please don't leave. You know I've got your back. I'm trying to resolve a situation that Maria's blaming me for. That's all that is. Please don't leave. Honestly, I've just heard her having a right good rant there outside. I'm curious to watch that. Ooh. I'm just absolutely mind blown that Pet My Snatch. I'm just mind blown. And Jules to say Anne's going for blood, she was never Maria's friend. You've got no fucking idea how and when I've been there for Maria, Jules. You've never been a friend to anyone. You hang on to Clark because Clark's your friend. Because you need Clark. Ooh. And so for Jules to say that I've never been a friend and I was going for blood. No, Jules, I was hurt. I have been hurt. I've been sad. I've been angry. And when somebody's going to come for me and talk shit in me or share about fucking private videos, whatever, Maria, you really, really don't want to go there with me. You really don't want to go there with me. Thanks, Catherine. Oh, sorry, I'm not want to get involved in that either. But Cherry, this is the thing. If Maria doesn't like, and I don't like that name, Momo, and I'll never be okay with that. I'll never be okay with that. If Maria doesn't like that, don't call other people names. Don't do that. Do you know what I mean? You know I've got your back, Cooch. I'll always have your back. I just honestly, but Clark, why do you think she'd be better? I keep saying that I'm going to be done with this and I'm not going to respond anymore. And I mean it when I say it. And then shit happens. Oh, Pink Butterfly, she is heading towards an arrow. And I know that it's all right, cute, she can keep it. I know for a fact that, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. She's recently been saying, I'll never be in that position again. Well, stop coming after people then. Stop talking shit about people then. But Jules, don't ever say that I wasn't her friend, because I absolutely was her friend. What I didn't do, is when I was betrayed, is run around telling everybody. But when I wouldn't take Maria's side and Maria went on a live crying and bitching about people sending flowers in a chat, do you all realise that's when she turned on me? Ghostface, I've tried. I've tried to just keep my head down. But see the way I've just watched her going about her business and still carrying on being the same nasty, horrific, posting the same cruel shit. It's like, just move on to the next. I've just realised how little she cared. And here I am trying to stay out the limelight, just keep my head down and go on with my life. And I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt. But she doesn't give a shit. For her now, she's just lashing out. She's just attacking and allowing people to say the worst fucking shit because they're as miserable and pathetic as she is at this point. It's just really sickening to me. It's really, really sickening to me. Yep. I agree, Sherry. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense to me that she would want to be friends with Maria. But I don't think she did want to be friends with Maria. I don't think Jules does anything without there being a motive. Exactly, Denise, and that's exactly what it is. And I've been hurt. I have been hurt. And I felt that, but I don't see that with her. What I see with her is it's about control, it's about manipulation, it's about lashing out, it's about hurting people. It's just business as usual. Hi, Johnny Crack. It's nice to see you. Are you in here to claim your man, Johnny Crack? Thanks, Johnny. But as I said, Cooch, when I realised and I heard yesterday that Maria had a truce with Julie, that she's had a truce for a while, I was gobsmacked. And it's not just the fact that she had the truce, it's the fact that she does these things and keeps it a secret and doesn't share it with her so-called bestie. But see, if I had a truce with Siwa, I would never have heard the end of that. She would have went on and on and on and on about that. And Julie's done the worst to me. You need to understand that. I know, Cooch. I know. I knew that judge would give the both of them arrows. I knew it. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. Really? The saucy priest? I'm glad that you're doing content as well, Cooch. Everybody's just fucking over this. It'll be interesting. Who are Maria and Jules going to talk about? It'll be very interesting. But I believe George is going live as well. Hang on, I'm going to see what that's about. George is going live in 6 minutes. So everybody pop into George's and have a wee watch his live. Oh, really, PMR. Thank you, Glenn Crack. But thanks everybody for popping in. I'm going to end this. Oh, that'd have been quite eerie, Pippi. Oh, she said something about a letter, Cooch, something about a letter. But do you know what? In this community, people need to be careful because letters, you can put anybody's name on a letter. And I know you would. Thanks, health, wealth, and hope. But thank you to everybody for coming in. I'm going to end this. But Maria, don't keep going. And I'm telling you that now. I'm telling you that now because I could say a lot more. Thank you very much, Just Feel.